On this episode of Team Building Saves the World.
So looking at this from the point of view of, say, I'm a CEO, I have people who are coming back to the workplace, I need to worry about my CSR, my corporate social responsibility. Mm-hmm. What can I do for my people? What kind of things for mindfulness can I bring into play?
The thing about mindfulness is what I would say to that CEO is that it might be a good idea for that CEO to get a taste of what it is that we're talking about, right? Now, he could be, or she could be super generous and pay for a mindfulness program that they could open up to their staff, which is what team bonding did, which is great, because then those people who have a curiosity about it will take the program. So I would say, find out about it for yourself. If you haven't taken a mindfulness course for yourself, it might not be a bad idea. And there's Commerce Choice has them, but there's other organizations out there that teach mindfulness to corporations. And then it's really offering. I mean, I think one of the things that the world is recognizing after the pandemic is that if we don't take care of our mental health, we're going to be in trouble. And there's a lot of people that are struggling with mental health issues. And I think it's about destigmatizing that. Like, it's normal to have anxiety. It's normal to be coming out of this stuff with a little uncertainty. And as Paula said, so many of us are so excited to be able to do it. And at the same time are like, I kind of like my home office, So I would say, look into programs that you can bring into the workplace, and because there are organizations that do that. And then I would say it's never something that you would want to mandate. Like, you don't want to mandate people to take our program, but our feeling is if you get enough people within your organization that have a mindfulness practice, it begins to shift the culture of the organization.
Can you tell me what kind of benefits corporations have seen that have brought mindfulness in?
We haven't. So as I said, we're researching our adult program now. I can tell you stories. I mean, maybe Paula, you could pipe in there some of your experience with some of the corporate.
Well, let me just say, and probably the stories are helpful as well, that, we haven't, nor is there a lot of study about its impact on, let's say, the bottom line, which is still of interest to people. But when you look at, there's a brilliant MD neuroscientist, Dan Siegel, who wrote this book called Mindsight, and many others since then. But he is a big fan of, the functions of the prefrontal cortex, which is what Fiona had so aptly described as being strengthened and perhaps even growing with enough practice. So some of the functions, we've got, I can't name them all, body regulation, focus, right? Focus. All right, focus is of great interest to people who are employing people and are giving them a task or a project to do. Emotional regulation, that's nice too. We don't want everyone, we want more of a cooperative environment, and that fosters teamwork, right? There's also attunement to others, which is something I believe that you get, from mindfulness. That may be why playing the piano isn't the same compassionate, when they talk about you can develop new neural pathways from learning another language or playing the piano. We can develop new neural pathways with mindfulness, and we have this functionality strengthened of attuning to others. That's a big deal if you're working with other people, collaborating, and having the sense of calm that may come with this now allows you available to be more creative.
Hello, team. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of that video. If you'd like to hear more from that podcast, you can follow the link down in the doobly-doo below. Of course, follow us on all of our social media at Team Bond Podcast, and be sure to leave us a comment that I can read aloud on future episodes. And as always, if you liked that video, don't forget to click like and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, just shut up about it. Everything's going to be fine. See you next time, team.